Hey guys, what's going on here? It's Nick. Something I just wanted to talk about today was a greater meaning in life, right? And that's something I think that everyone wants to understand. You know, who here is ever, just getting right into it, who here is ever, how you say, not lived life to the fullest of their potential? Like if you were to per se die right now, you know, what is it exactly that you'd be doing? Or if you're doing something right now that you know you shouldn't be doing, what would you be doing right now? You know, these are questions you got to ask yourself. You know, you got to ask yourself when you're playing, you know, baseball or playing football, you know, did you throw as hard as you should have? Did you hit the ball the way you could have? Did you make that winning pass? Did you study as hard as you could have on that test? Did you tell your grandma that you loved her? Did you basically imply that you cared about her? Did you live life to your fullest? Did you text your friend hi that hasn't been talking to you in a while? You know, did you do all these things you know you should have done, but you didn't do it anyway because you think that you have an eternity to live? And you know that, and I just want to get rid of that myth right then and there, because in my book, it's by O.D. Mangella. Really funky name. Still don't know how to pronounce it. I've been reading the book for a while, but it basically says, I do not have the luxury of eternity, so I must live life with urgency. And he basically gets the gist of that, and that's what he's trying to imply in one of these scrolls that he was saying. And it's just really fascinating how a lot of people think that they have a life to live, when in reality you don't, guys. Like, you don't know. Like, you can be here this day and God can need you that day, you know? Like, something could just happen. You don't know that, and you can't control that. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, you know? You got to take life seriously. Make each day count. And, like, you know, you gotta really ask yourself, if I were to die today, would I want to be doing what I'm doing right now? You know, you really got to ask yourself that, you know, and this could work in any situation. Perfect example yesterday. I was at Walmart because my girlfriend was getting pizza. I was like, babe, I'm going to go to Walmart, and, well, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to pick up the things you need for school, and I'm going to get all the cleaning supplies we need for your room because it is a mess right now. So I went to go get the stuff. I got 2 bins, and, and the garbage can, and I should have took a picture of it, but it was absolutely crazy. You know, I think my voice and me not BSing, you know, and no one should question my integrity because I've always lived to the truth. But long story short, I'm at self-checkout, and you know, I'm scanning the things, and it wasn't working. I'm like, come on, and then it finally worked. I'm like, okay, good. So all was restored in the balance of Nick, and I put in 20 and a 20, and I was like, really? Because it was 2014, I only had 2 20s, so I was a little bit upset. I was like, oh man, I gotta break this to freaking 20, no way, but whatever. And I did that, and when my change came out, I got a 5, a 50, a 4, and 86 cents. And I'm just kind of saying, like, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like rubbing my eyes out of all situations. That's what I'm doing. Well, there's a 5 there. And there's a 0 right there. But the 5's there, but the 0's right there. So so I go over to the lady, and I said, excuse me, miss, your machine had actually gave me this $50 bill that I wasn't supposed to get. I was actually supposed to get a $5 bill instead. And and I explained it in a lot more depth. I can't, it's crazy. And she was just like, I'm sorry, what? And she was just like insane because, you know, not saying that everyone would take the money, but some people who, you know, were in a situation, or, you know, like, you know, really wanted that money, you know, they let their desire, they let their, you know, them take over. You know what I'm trying to say? That they're consumed by that $50 bill, but yet they don't know what that may cause. You know, that's a $50 loss from them, and, you know, Walmart worked hard to get that money, you know, because they had a product and they served that need, but the fact of the matter is, guys, and the moral of the story is, despite my gibberish, is you need to live a life with legacy, guys, and you need to understand that if today were your last day, would you want to be doing what you're doing right now? And then the manager came over, and then she spieled the story, and then she just opened up her mouth like, because not just saying. I mean, like this store is notorious for people taking things that don't belong to them, and she was just amazed that there's some good people out there, and I'm not saying that there's bad people out there, but some people, there's just like in any town, any place, there's good and then there's bad, right? And some places it's all good and then some places are all bad. Newark's a perfect. No, I'm just kidding. But totally kidding. I love everyone in Newark. There are some people there are really awesome, and whatever. But moral of the story is you gotta live life with integrity, right, guys? And something you need to ask yourself is, what is it that I can do? What is it that I can do that can give me a greater meaning or impact in life? Because once again, guys, you gotta live life with urgency, correct? Yes or yes, right? And you gotta, what is it right here? I couldn't understand my handwriting for a second. Yeah, you gotta go big. You gotta go big or go home, guys. Go big or go home. You gotta go all in. And you got to know that you can do it. You got to absolutely see it in your mind that you can do it. Faith is like Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is invisible, but you have to have faith in yourself that it is going to become reality eventually. You got to understand what the mind can see, the mind can achieve, guys. But that's all I got to say for today. And for those of you who are watching on Periscope, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the hearts. Really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know me, the Nixter4991 on all my social media platforms. Look me up. The only thing I'm not on is Snapchat. But anything and everything else, I am on Instagram, Twitter, Vine, etc. And I just wanted to say a special thank you to all you guys on Periscope who are absolutely killing it with hearts. And I just hit 36,000 thanks to you guys. So that just truly means a lot to me. And, I worked hard for that. And I just want to say thank you for coming on today. And thank you for everyone who did that for me. But also, shout out to Chris Freeze right now. That's freaking killing it right now with hearts. But if you wanted to follow Chris, because he's an awesome guy, follow him at CHRISFREES on Twitter. He is awesome. He is thebomb.com. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And take care. God bless and have a great day.